Today, the political and business worlds collide again as Donald Trump reignites a war of words with Elon Musk. In a dramatic turn, Trump is now suggesting cutting off federal subsidies to Musk's companies, while Musk, in response, says to cut all of it. With Tesla stock taking a hit, this clash could reshape both politics and the future of tech. A new battle begins. On Tuesday, U.S. President Donald Trump publicly called for a review of government subsidies provided to Elon Musk's companies, Tesla and SpaceX, arguing that cutting them could save the country a fortune. This isn't just another budget debate. Trump made the comments directly on Truth Social, his preferred platform, marking a fresh escalation in a long-standing power struggle between the most powerful politician in the country and one of the wealthiest people in the world. Background: the source of the feud. The latest fallout began after Musk, a Republican mega-donor and once a close ally to Trump, renewed his criticism of the president's sweeping tax cut and spending bill. Musk accused Trump of betraying promises to limit government spending and vowed to campaign against lawmakers who voted for the bill, even if they ran as fiscal conservatives. Musk called the bill utterly insane and destructive and claimed it would balloon the national deficit. According to independent analysts, the legislation could add $3 trillion to the national debt. Market impact. The feud had immediate consequences. Tesla shares fell over 6% in pre-market trading on the same day Trump posted the criticism. It's a familiar pattern. Just last month, a previous clash between Musk and Trump had caused Tesla's market value to plunge by $150 billion before recovering somewhat when Musk walked back some of his statements. The stakes are high. Tesla's future relies heavily on government regulation, especially approval for its new robotaxis, which are currently being tested in Texas. These self-driving vehicles don't have pedals or steering wheels, so they require special federal clearance from the U.S. Transportation Department. Trump's statement. On Truth Social, Trump wrote, "Elon may get more subsidy than any human being in history. By far, and without subsidies, Elon would probably have to close up shop and head back home to South Africa." He continued, "No more rocket launches, satellites, or electric car production, and our country would save a fortune. Perhaps we should have Doge take a good, hard look at this? Big money to be saved." In this context, Doge refers to the Department of Government Efficiency, a Trump-led initiative aimed at cutting federal waste. Musk responds, "Cut it all." Musk didn't wait long to fire back. On his own platform, X, formerly Twitter, he wrote simply, "I am literally saying cut it all now." That blunt response seemed to double down on his stance, signaling he would rather walk away from subsidies than continue what he calls wasteful government spending. But the message also reflected the growing rift between him and a man he once funded with nearly $300 million during the last election cycle. What's at stake? For Musk, the fallout could be severe. While SpaceX holds about $22 billion in federal contracts, Tesla has long benefited from government incentives for electric vehicle development. Losing those subsidies could impact everything, from manufacturing to consumer sales. Analysts say the feud could make regulators more cautious when evaluating Tesla's robotaxi project, which is already under scrutiny due to safety and legal concerns. A tense history. This isn't the first time Trump has publicly threatened to pull federal support from Musk's ventures. In early June, their feud turned into a full-blown public brawl on social media. At that time, Trump warned Musk that if he kept attacking Republican leadership, his contracts could be in jeopardy. Musk eventually walked back his comments, admitting he may have gone too far. But that short-lived truce didn't last. Just weeks later, he's back at it, criticizing the administration and declaring war on what he calls fiscal hypocrisy. Investor concerns. Dennis Dick, chief strategist at Stock Trader Network and a Tesla shareholder, summed up the concern on Wall Street. Musk cannot stop himself. He is getting on Trump's bad side again. Tesla international sales have fallen significantly, and if he loses U.S. subsidies, U.S. sales are likely to fall as well. He added, "Musk needs Trump. Trump does not need Musk." That power dynamic has investors nervous, especially since Tesla already faces major sales declines in key international markets. In fact, Tesla just reported its 6th consecutive month of declining sales in Sweden and Denmark. What's happening inside Congress? On Capitol Hill, the tax and spending bill is still a hot topic. Over the weekend, Musk blasted Senate lawmakers who supported the bill, even if they had previously campaigned on cutting spending. On Monday, he posted, "Lawmakers who campaigned on cutting spending but backed this bill should hang their heads in shame." And then went even further. "They will lose their primary next year if it's the last thing I do on this earth." Musk calls for a new party. In one of his most radical statements yet, Musk floated the idea of creating a new political party. "We live in a one-party country, the Porky Pig Party," he wrote, mocking both major parties for excessive spending. While it's unclear how serious Musk is about launching a new party, the comment stirred up fresh concerns within the Republican base. Party strategists worry that Musk's influence and unpredictable nature could divide conservatives heading into the 2026 midterm elections. Trump's administration pushes back. Meanwhile, Trump and his team aren't backing down. Treasury Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent responded to Musk's accusations that the bill would inflate the deficit by simply saying, "I'll take care of the country's finances." Trump himself dismissed Musk's outrage by saying the billionaire was simply angry about losing the electric vehicle mandate that was removed from the bill. He warned Musk could lose a lot more than that if he kept pushing. Political fallout. The Republican Party now finds itself in a tricky position. On one hand, Musk is a major donor and one of the most followed influencers in the world. On the other, Trump remains the face of the party and the likely frontrunner for 2028. Several GOP lawmakers are reportedly concerned that the Musk versus Trump dynamic could undermine unity and give Democrats a chance to regain control in the midterms. What's next for Tesla? For Tesla, the road ahead looks rocky. Analysts expect the company to report a drop in second quarter delivery figures, adding more pressure to a stock that's already volatile. The robotaxi project is considered central to Tesla's long-term value, but losing government backing, especially with federal safety approval still pending, could derail those plans. Final thoughts. The clash between Trump and Musk is more than just a personal feud. It reflects a deeper divide in Republican politics between traditional big business donors and populist leaders focused on cutting federal spending. And for investors, regulators, and voters, this fight could shape everything from U.S. energy policy to the future of transportation and space exploration. Elon Musk's companies have long benefited from government support. Tesla received billions in subsidies and tax breaks, while SpaceX holds around $22 billion in federal contracts. Despite this, Musk has doubled down on his stance, saying, "Cut it all," claiming the new spending bill threatens the economy. Critics argue Musk's empire was built with public money, while Musk insists he's ready to compete without it. This clash raises a bigger question. Is government support fueling innovation or creating corporate dependency? This feud isn't just political theater, it's a battle over what kind of country the U.S. wants to be. On one side, Trump is pushing for dramatic cuts and tighter control over where taxpayer money goes. On the other, Musk is challenging both parties, calling for a clean slate and accusing lawmakers of betraying fiscal responsibility. What makes this more intense is that both men have massive influence. Trump controls policy and party direction. Musk controls markets, technology, and public sentiment online. Their collision isn't just personal, it's symbolic. It represents a deep divide over innovation, capitalism, and the role of government in shaping the future. As the 2026 midterms approach and regulatory decisions for Tesla loom, this war of words could turn into a turning point for both the tech industry and American politics. Whether this feud fades or escalates, one thing is clear. The relationship between tech billionaires and political power is changing fast, and as both Trump and Musk double down on their positions, the ripple effects may shape the economy, elections, and innovation for years to come. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Musk is right to demand cuts, or is Trump calling the shots now? Stay tuned.